Welcome back if you watched my last video. If not, then welcome in general. Today I wanted to share with you guys, I've gotten a lot of questions lately about what I'm eating each day. I'm currently on pureed foods still. I'm on that until February, I want to say February 11th. I may be wrong. No, I think that's about it, February 11th. So I still have full liquids and pureed, and then I'm going to also talk about my pottying issues this week and a little bit about my 1,000 follower Instagram giveaway. Woo woo! So let's talk first about what I'm eating, what I eat each day. It's actually, what's kind of funny is everything that I've eaten since I've had surgery is pretty much on this little table sitting beside me. That's how pathetic it is. Obviously, I drink water nowhere near as much as I should, which is crazy because I always loved water. I've talked about that in the past. What helps me is these protein 2Os. I talk about these all the time as well. This is a new flavor that I picked up, wild cherry, and they're pretty good. They smell like shit, but they taste really good, and you get 15 grams of protein in with your water intake. So those are pretty great. Another thing that I drink probably every day, it's the only way I can get all my freaking horse vitamins down, and it is the Silk protein milk, nut milk. There's almond and cashew, 10 grams of protein per serving, and 40% less sugar. I also do the 100-calorie dark chocolate Silk. One or the other, it doesn't matter. I like them both the same, but its texture is thick enough that it almost coats the tablets that I'm swallowing, but it's thin enough that it doesn't take up that much more space. I don't know. I just enjoy having it while I take my vitamins. I usually do that in the morning and again in the evening. So probably about a half cup in the morning and then a half cup before bed, so I can take my before bed vitamins and pills. There's 16 carbs and 14 grams of sugar and 10 grams of protein. So that is what I drink mostly. Plus it helps with, I have a terrible sweet tooth. It helps with that so that I don't feel so like, I want chocolate. Also, obviously, you got your Premier proteins. These are the 3 I have right now. I get them in a case from Sam's Club. It's $16 and something for 12. I've been lately, because I've been trying to potty more, I've been putting them in my coffee as the creamer, usually about half, and then I'll do 2 cups of coffee a day and go through an entire one. So it helps get in my protein, and hopefully with the coffee helps with pottying. So I used to be obsessed with these 000 yogurts. There's 15 grams of protein in them before I had surgery, but now it is so hard for me to tolerate yogurt. I don't really care for it at all, but I have eaten, I want to say 2 since I've had surgery, and it's a good source of protein. There's 15 grams of protein in that one. I also have had refried beans. I thin them out with milk, and these are fat-free, and they have 7 grams of protein, 21 carbs, and they're 100 calories per serving, which is a half a cup. Everything I eat is in this little bowl, and it is a third of a cup. So I eat about a third of a cup, and then I'm usually done. I don't feel full, but I do start getting those cues, right? I get those gurglies, I get the burpees and the hiccups, and my dietitian said that's when you know you should stop. So I try to stop, and then instantly I have to throw the food away. Like, I have to destroy it, throw it in the sink, throw it in the garbage, pour water on it. It doesn't matter, because if I leave it in front of me, I'm still going to keep eating it. That's some of the mind fucking games that they play, that this whole thing plays on you. It's horrible. So refried beans. I usually put a little bit of low moisture skim shredded mozzarella cheese. There's 8 grams of protein, less than a gram of carb, there's no sugar, and it's 80 calories for a fourth of a cup. So that's a pretty decent amount. And I just sprinkle a little bit of that on the beans. And I think it's delicious. I have had eggs. I had eggs scrambled once, and I added milk to thin those out. And then this past 3 weeks that I haven't gone potty, I've tried egg yolks and like sunny side up eggs. Everybody said that would help. It didn't, but I have eaten them that way as well. I have also pureed some chili. This is chili with beans. It has 16 grams of protein. It has 30 carbs, but there is 7 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 280 calories per cup. And again, I only eat a third of a cup. So those are stats I can live with. I don't put anything on them. I just eat it by itself, and I think it's yummy. I have tried, or I have had this squash soup from Panera while I was on my full liquids. There's 3 protein, 20 sugars, 30 carbs, 240 calories. I mean, the stats on this shit is not good, but it was something to eat other than popsicles. So I had some soup. And then cottage cheese. I've just started pureeing it as fine as I can and having a little. This is just a 16 ounce, a little pound of cottage cheese, and there's still maybe this much left in it. And this is the amount I've had over the last 4 weeks. So I actually just bought another one today. Let's see. This Bolt House Farms is amazing. I love their chocolate milk. I love it all that I've tried so far. This banana honey almond butter, it's 30 grams of protein, and it has 21 vitamins and minerals in it. This is by far my most favorite drink ever. Like, it's so good. So good. And it's really hard to find for some reason, but I love this one. I am trying a new one, the breakfast peach parfait smoothie. I got these today. They were on sale at Kroger's. And I'll let you know how they turn out. Usually I don't like those drinks that have a lot of yogurt in them. I feel like they're just way too thick to drink. I feel like you could almost just eat them with a spoon. So texture-wise, they freak me out. So that's it. That's literally all I've eaten in the last month. I usually try to eat twice a day at least. If I eat breakfast, I'll have supper, and then I'll sub shake or a smoothie for lunch, or vice versa. I'll have a soup or some chili for lunch, and then I'll have a smoothie for supper and breakfast. Yeah, so I try to eat at least once or twice a day, something that has something that's an actual food. And then I always have popsicles too, pretty often. I love them damn popsicles. Some days I will have 4, and they're not like split up either. It'll be 4 back to back. I don't even know if that's healthy or not, but I like them so much. So, oh wells. All right, so moving on to how did I poop? Okay, so for the longest time I was taking Marilax probably 3 times a day, putting it in different drinks that I had. It has no flavor at all, and it doesn't add a weird texture to your drinks. So I really like this, but it hasn't been working. So then somebody recommended drinking more coffee, so I've been drinking more coffee. That hasn't helped. I had somebody recommend eggs. I did the egg. Somebody recommended an orange. Somebody recommended 100% apple juice. I've done all of those things. Milk of magnesia, did that. I've done castor oil, smooth move tea. I would have I would have 2 cups of this tea with just like raw honey in it, and that didn't get me going.
What's it, W30 or 5W30? Castor oil.
Is it I don't know. Whatever.
Castor oil goes in your car.
Oh, never mind. Whatever oil. Not the car oil. The oil that I don't know that they allow you to drink.
Running great.
Yeah, I run great. That's what my husband said. Oh, just so everyone knows, I did buy the suppositories yesterday. Like, I was at my wit's end. I called my doctor and they just said, take more laxatives since they're not working. Eventually they will have to work. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound right, but okay. So I did buy them, and thank heavens to Betsy, my husband did not have to stick one of these things up my ass, because that would have taken our relationship to a whole new level. I'm hoping to hold off on that for a couple more years. But they did prescribe this polyphenol glue, I don't know, some powder for oral solution, and it's supposed to make you potty. It says take daily as needed for constipation, and so I was taking this. Oh, it's just the generic Miralax, so it's the same thing. So I've been taking Miralax like 5 times a day then, and it's still nothing. So yesterday I went to the store. I picked up those suppositories. I picked up a stool softener. Somebody recommended magnesium. Picked those up. Somebody else said fiber. Picked that up. While I was there, I saw this little chocolate that you eat. And then I also got prune juice. They should sell these in like small cans. Just saying. I don't know why I would ever need this much fucking prune juice. And it made me mad because it was $5. All right, moving on. So on my way home from the store last night, I just opened the little box, pulled out the little chocolate. It was about this big, you know, a little square, and I ate it. I didn't think anything of it. It was dark and it was in my car. Apparently, I ate 12 servings of it. So I don't know. I got home. I started myself on some prune juice because I didn't think this shit was going to work at all. At all. By the way, all of these different things were under $2. So this little guy was $1. So I didn't think it was going to work. I sat down with a cup of prune juice, got through one. I started to feel some gurgles in my tummy, but they were really high. So then I got myself another cup of prune juice, and I got 2 sips into it, and I had to run to the bathroom. This is gonna TMI, okay? I don't mean to, but it is. It's happening. The only way I can explain it is it came out almost exactly the way it went in. So I had that upper GI done a couple weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago now? I don't know. It was a bit ago. And so I had to drink all that metal, and it was white and heavy, and it was horrible. So when I started going to the bathroom, I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere, like nothing was happening. So I stood up to, you know, take care of the rest of the business and leave the bathroom, and apparently I had gone. I don't know why I struggled so hard to go, because it wasn't like this massive poo. It wasn't. It was just extremely heavy. And long. Like it looked like the inside of my intestines, the way you would think it did. But it was crazy because as I kept going, because I had to keep going every like 20 minutes, I was running to the bathroom at that point. It was solid like the first 5 times I went to the bathroom, and it was just long. And then after that, it turned to not silent. Lily,
going to the bathroom.
I understand, but now everybody on the internet just saw you. So after that it was soft, and you know, you end up having like diarrhea, and all the way until like 10 o'clock this morning I was still going. In the middle of the night I went multiple times. So it was just crazy, the amount of shit that came out of me. But today I feel much, much, much better. The bloating's gone away, and it feels 100% better. But I am hoping by adding the fiber and the magnesium to my daily vitamin routine, that it will help prevent me from getting to this point again, because it was just horrible. It was horrible. So yeah, that's all I got there. I know that this week's no fun, man. Jeez, I got nothing going. I am doing another clothing giveaway video. It'll be way less chatty and way more organized. I am so sorry, guys. And I have a big giveaway for my 1,000 followers on Instagram. So check that out. And yeah, it's a huge giveaway. It's going to be great. And that's all. So I love you. Thank you. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me comments, because I love your guys' comments. They're the most amazing things ever. They get me through every day, especially when you're all miserable and full of shit. But yeah, so there I am. Bye.